What's my most memorable service call? And I can say that though it's been a long time since I've worked out in the field, I spent many, many years doing service calls and doing installations. I had a job that I remember as if it was yesterday. I went there to do a job on a furnace, and I knew I'd be there for a few hours. I'm downstairs working, and the lady came down. The lady of the house came down, and she said she was out of cigarettes, and she's going to run up to the store to get cigarettes. She'll be right back. She said, the baby's in bed, and I'll only be gone 5 minutes. So, you know, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. I got kids. The baby gets up, I'll take care of it. You know, jokingly, we made a joke out of it, you know, and she left. Well, 5 minutes turned into an hour. It turned into a couple hours. By now, I'm done with my work. It's now 3 hours. Baby starts crying. I'm like, oh no. You know, and I'm like, I don't know where she is. So I went into baby's room. I mean, a baby was like a 6-month-old baby. And so I picked that baby up, and it was messy. So I found the diapers and cleaned the baby up, put fresh diapers on the baby, and baby still wasn't wet. Baby was hungry. So I looked in the refrigerator, and there was like 6 bottles of formula there. So I heated up a bottle of formula. It was, you know, and I'm sitting in the living room. Now it's like 6 or 7 hours later. It's like 5 o'clock in the evening, and here I am feeding the baby. This guy walks in. He's like, who the hell are you? And I'm like, who are you? And I said, are you kidding me? I said, where's your wife? She's like, how do I know where my wife is? He goes, and what are you doing with my kid? So I said, your wife left here like at 10 o'clock to go get cigarettes and never came back. I said, I've been taking care of your kid all afternoon. You know, and he's like, well, you know, my wife didn't leave, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I said, well, we both finally calmed down. I handed him the baby. I said, I got other work to do today, you know? And he's like, so he starts calling around, and I'm like, I got to find out what happened. Okay, well, I'll make a long story short. She got in a car accident. She got knocked out. She had no ID on her. She had like, I don't know, back then it was like $3 for a pack of cigarettes in her pocket. So they didn't know who she was. She was driving a car that wasn't registered to her. Okay, it was like to her parents who lived out of state. She was in the hospital. They got her in, like, I don't know, they call it a Jane Doe in the hospital. And she wasn't dead, but she finally had come to, and she's like freaking out in the hospital. They call him up. He calls me later that night and tells me the whole story. But it was like one of my most memorable times that these people called me back and were so thankful that I was there for the baby, and they were it turned out to be wonderful, wonderful people that I think maybe one of their most wonderful, memorable experiences too. At least I hope so.